Hello there and welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to review number 6 from the selection Festival Canção, which is the final national final we're listening to here on my channel. It's the Portuguese one, unless you, I guess if you didn't know that. And song number 6 is called Sapatos de Cimento by Esse, Povo. And without further ado, let's listen to if this is the winner. Contrasting rhythms to start off the song, that's nice. Energetic opening in that case. Play for percussion so far. Interesting how everything is like really filtered back. It was very charming so far. I'm into it. And some nice vocal harmonization as well. Really like the contrasting rhythms at the very back. Creates a nice backdrop for everything. Some very hectic kind of drum samples being thrown in here. Melodically, I'm not sold on that chorus, but we'll see when we continue moving forward. It's nice how the vocals are layered. The harmonies work really well with each other. Throwing in some fun work with the bass walks as well. Some nice drum fills there. Very deep lying ones on the toms. I mean, it's very upbeat and just kind of harmless in that sense. It's fun listening to, but it doesn't really interest me melodically or instrumentally, really. Interesting, I break up the section here. Vocal arrangement really taking over. Very large and wide. Contrasting rhythms in the backing vocals here coming in as well. It's nice. An effective build. I think it's mostly just kind of vocal reliant, this song, and with a lot of charm, but instrumentally it's very bare bones, I'd say. It's mostly just about the drumming throughout. There's not a lot else to it. Vocal harmonies in the background really are being utilized as the main instrumental, I'd say. I mean, that was fun, but it's not something that really just kind of fits up my regular alley, but I had fun listening to it and I had fun watching it, but it's not something that I will come back to. I already know for a fact that that's not going to be the case. I think it's a bit melodically, I guess, devoid of like a hook, a melody that's really easy to get into and digest. It's mostly just all about the drumming and all about the vocal, like the vocal arrangement as a whole, because there's a lot of work with backing vocals and how they harmonize with each other. It's basically like the main instruments within the song are just vocals, along with this drumming, of course. I like how the opening is very like, it showcases the different kind of rhythms that we stack on top of each other, because they come in kind of off of each other, that at first you're like, oh, that's interesting how they throw it in this rhythm. And then when everything kind of comes together, it becomes very clear that we've had a lot of different approaches rhythmically that all just work in unison to create one really kind of driving and energetic backdrop, basically, for the song, which I think is really nice. I also like how they use the filter there in the opening to really filter out the drumming to actually put emphasis on the vocals. But as the song progresses, I feel like it's way too much of the same thing. I think this section there towards the end is quite nice, how they break up the song and create this whole vocal package, where they're all facing away from the camera, basically, and looking at this sun or whatever it is, like this yellow ball. And it's like a nice segment. It feels very authentic. It sounds quite impressive, like how they harmonize together as well. And it's a nice change of pace within the song before you throw in the final chorus with all of this energy again. But as an overall kind of listening experience, it feels very much of the same thing. This chorus it's intended to be, you know, inviting, I guess a lot of charm and just kind of like a party atmosphere for everyone to easily get into. And I think that it does its purpose to exactly what it should do. It's just that I don't really tag along with it entirely, because I don't feel like there's enough variation within it. I don't really feel like the melody is really up where I'd want it to be. I think the instrumental is a bit on the weaker side. So it doesn't really get me going, but for a different type of audience who are looking more for this kind of festival party sound to it, I think it could really just click, because it's charming in that way, and it's very inviting and rather wholesome, I'd say. But I sit here a bit distanced from it, I guess, and I don't really click with it that well, because it's simply not something that I tend to listen to that often. But I think I have a good time for the 3 minutes that I got in front of me here, and that I've spent now listening to it. But it's not something that I will return to if I want to have a good time again. I'd probably listen to something that's more up my alley, but that's the beauty of Eurovision. We get a lot of different types of music. Sometimes they click with you, and sometimes they don't. It's simple as that. Tell me what you think of the song in the comments if you'd like to. I'll be looking forward to getting through the rest of this very, very strong selection so far. Song number 7 up next, so we're halfway through. Until then, though, take care of yourselves, and bye for now.